A very good day to you, sport lovers at home. Welcome to Sport Panorama on Energy Sports with your guy, leader, aka the Grandmaster of Sports. I am here to give you the very latest gist. Yes, in the world of sports. Yes, it is no longer news that the 2023-2024 English Premier League has come and gone, but there is a lot of emerging facts from the interesting season, and I will tell you that the statistic for the club with most injuries is now out. Yes, I'll be dishing out everything to you on this platform. I will be dishing out all the news, all the interesting story you have to know. Probably your team has underperformed in the outgoing season. Yes, in the Premier League, and I will be giving you the statistic of the club who suffer most injuries in the outgoing season. But then we start from the local scene. The Golden Eaglet of Nigeria will come up against Ivory Coast, the baby elephant of Cote d'Ivoire, tomorrow in the semi-final of the ongoing WAFU B Championship that is going on in Ghana. Yes, in Ghana. Remember, it was agony in February. It was agony when the elephant of Cote d'Ivoire defeated our own darling Super Eagles 2-1 to lift the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes, now we need a revenge from our own Golden Eaglet to do the vengeance. Yes, we need them to do the vengeance for us. It's going to be Nigeria, Golden Eaglet versus Baby Elephant of Cote d'Ivoire tomorrow in the second semi-final. The first semi-final that will actually take place is between host Ghana and Burkina Faso. Remember, the Golden Eaglet of Nigeria, in their opening match in Group B, played out a goalless draw against Burkina Faso before pipping Niger Republic 1-0, and then in their last group game, whitewashed annihilate Togo 3-0 to top the group. Yes, our own Golden Eaglets are flying the green, white, green flag high right there in Ghana. Now let's go on the foreign scene and talk about the Premier League. Just as I said earlier, the Premier League season has come and gone. This is not the news. But then facts are emerging of why some teams have performed poorly. They performed woefully in the outgoing season. One of them is Manchester United, and this is not unconnected to some of the injuries that their players suffered during the season of the Premier League. So, according to the first statistics that I'm giving you, Manchester United, I'm going to use them as an example here. So, let's assume Manchester United now we have a player like maybe Casemiro. He went on an injury he went on injuries in the match day 2, match day 11, match day 22, for example. Now that's 3 injuries, and also you now add that 3 with maybe another players. Let's assume Rashford, he went on injury maybe on 1 occasion. That's 3 plus 1, that's 4. But according to Manchester United now, they have these from their players 45 times that their players went on injuries in the 2023-2024 season. And the next chart on your screen right now is most individual players injured. So this is very incredible. Tottenham top the table with 22 players. Out of the 26 players that they registered for the Premier League, 22 of them had injury at some point throughout the 2023-2024 season. So follow closely is Brighton with 21 players, Liverpool 21 players, and if you can see the bottom of the table is Manchester City, and that is one of the reasons why they had a good run in the season, because Pep Guardiola know how to rotate his players. Sometimes we just bench some of the star players, and you just come up with a new player, so just to avoid fatigue and other things like that. So the next statistic is the total day lost to injury in the Premier League. Here this time around is Newcastle United topping the chart with 1,950 days lost to injuries in the Premier League. And at the bottom again we have Manchester City. That's second to the last with 672. And where can we find Arsenal? Arsenal is there with 898, close to the bottom as well. What does this table actually is telling us is that let's say we have a player now. If a player spend like 290 days in injury, and another player in that same team spend like maybe 300 days, so you are going to add the 300 plus 90 290 days, which is 590 days. So Newcastle top that chart with 1950 days, followed by Sheffield United, Chelsea, Brighton in that order. The final table, we have Chelsea, Luton in the worst injury weeks per Premier League club. That is, there is a particular week that in the outgone season that Chelsea had 11 players sidelined due to injury out of the 26, meaning that they presented only 16 players. Only 16 players were available in that particular week. So that is the maximum players out in one game week. So Luton has also suffered the same fate. 11 players, Manchester United, Newcastle all had at a particular game week. They had 11 players out injured. So bottom of that table, we have Manchester City. The maximum of players out in a particular week is just 4 for Manchester City. So you can just see the reason why Manchester City actually won the 2023-2024 English Premier League. So if you find this post interesting, please don't hesitate to share, comment, and also like this post. Thank you very much.